What are the top 10 weakest currencies? We've analyzed the weakest currencies, based on the number of units of foreign currency received in exchange for $1. The exchange rates are sourced from our currency converter, based on data from Open Exchange as at the time of writing. Here's the top 10 weakest currencies. 1. Iranian Rial, IRR. The Iranian Rial is the weakest currency in the world, with 1 rial buying just $0.000024 or, put another way, $1 equals 42,273 Iranian Rials. The Iranian Rial was first introduced in the late 1700s. It was later pegged to the British pound, followed by the US dollar. Although now free-floating, the currency has remained at around 42,000 rials to the dollar over the past few years. Iran is located on the Persian Gulf between Iraq and Afghanistan and is a leading global exporter of oil and natural gas. However, economic sanctions have put pressure on Iran's currency, along with political unrest and high inflation. 2. Vietnamese Dong, VN. The Vietnamese Dong is the second weakest currency in the world, with 1 dong buying $0.000042 or $1 equals 23,711 Vietnamese dongs. The dong entered circulation in 1978 and has a crawling peg against the US dollar, meaning that it can fluctuate gradually over time. Vietnam borders the South China Sea, with China, Laos and Cambodia as neighbors. Services account for the largest proportion of gross domestic product, GDP, followed by industries such as electronics, energy and textiles. Vietnam's currency has been undermined by restrictions on foreign investment and a recent slowdown in exports, together with rising interest rates in the US. 3. Laotian kip, LOC. The Laotian or Lao kip is the third weakest currency, with 1 kip buying $0.000052 or $1 equals 19,072 Lao kips. The kip was introduced in the 1950s and is free-floating. Laos is a landlocked country between Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia and China, and relies heavily on exports such as copper, gold and timber. The country has been hit by sluggish economic growth, rising foreign debt and high inflation, which has put pressure on its currency. 4. Sierra Leonean Leone, SLL. The Sierra Leonean Leone is the fourth weakest currency in the world, with 1 Leone buying $0.000057 or $1 equals 17,665 Sierra Leone leones. The currency was first introduced in 1964 and is free-floating. Sierra Leone is in West Africa and borders Guinea and Liberia. Key exports include timber and minerals such as diamonds, gold and industrial metals. The value of the Leone has been dragged down by inflation of more than 40%, together with significant debt, a slowdown in economic growth and long-term effects of the Ebola outbreak. 5. Indonesian rupiah, IDR. The Indonesian rupiah is the fifth weakest currency in the world, with 1 rupiah buying $0.000067 or $1 equals 14,993 Indonesian rupiahs. The rupiah was introduced in 1946 and was initially pegged to the US dollar before moving to a free float. Indonesia comprises over 17,000 islands in the Pacific, including Java, Sumatra and parts of Borneo and New Guinea. It is the largest Southeast Asian country by GDP, thanks to its services sector, and the country is also commodity-rich. However, the rupiah has fallen against other currencies due to high inflation and fears of recession.